What's going on, y'all? It's ManCodeTV, man. Thank you for coming out once again. Much appreciated. We're not gonna waste a lot of time, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so fellas, we gotta really talk about something right here. Something that I think all guys should know. Especially if you're in your alpha male frame. Something that we should know, and we should all be putting into practice. So. One of these things are when you're dealing with a woman and and you kind of been dating for a little while or whatever, and you kind of get to that point where you thinking like, okay, I like hanging out with this chick, I'm digging her, but you kind of in your mind you're wondering like, is this gonna be like a serious thing? If she want to be in a relationship, or we just gonna keep doing what we're doing, just kind of hanging out, spending time with each other, all that kind of good stuff. We all do that, man. We all think about stuff like that when we're dealing with a woman. We never know, is it going somewhere? We don't know if she's digging us. You ask yourself, do you even want to be with this chick like to date, or you just kind of want to just kind of hook up with her? That kind of stuff. So, all this stuff is kind of going through your mind, but let me kind of give you a little guideline to this whole deal. So when you in that situation, like I said, when you kind of been dealing with a girl and y'all not boyfriend and girlfriend or nothing like that, but y'all definitely spending a lot of time and y'all kind of enjoying your time and whatnot. And guys, man, they run into this problem, and I used to run into this problem, way back when, before I really got on my red pill, my alpha male, all that, man. Before I got on all that, I was like simping a little bit too, but you live and you learn. So one thing that you never do in this situation, never, ever. You, sir, you never ask a girl, like, what are we? You don't ask a girl, do you want to be my girlfriend? You don't ask a girl, are we in a relationship now? You as a man, you never do that, okay? Never. Hey, I'm very extreme with this. I don't give a damn if y'all been dating forever, and even if you want to be like, hey, what are we? I want to be your man. No, you don't never do that. You always let the girl push for that. Let her push for the relationship. Let her push for putting a title on what you guys are. That's what a woman does. That's her place. She has to earn being in a relationship with you. Like they say, women are the gatekeepers of sex, men are the gatekeepers to relationships. So this is kind of, it kind of goes in line with that. So you being a gatekeeper of the relationship part, you don't just give that away. She has to come and get that from you. She has to show that she really wants to be with you. She has to show that she's going to put that effort in, to be your woman and to be the type of woman that you want. So, you've done all your vetting and whatnot. And now you kind of maybe at this stage where, you cool with her and you kind of do want her to be your girlfriend or, your partner or whatever. So she has to push for that. You never push for that. You never say anything about none of that stuff. Because if you do, you're letting her off the hook. She has to always be wondering about this. She has to always be wondering, can I be with this guy? Is he going to be my boyfriend? Is he going to be my man? You want her to always be thinking this stuff. She has to be contemplating all this stuff about relationship stuff. You don't, because you're in a power position. She's got to get that relationship from you. You don't go to a woman asking her about no relationship, man. She has to come to you about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you got to okay it. So, you let her handle that side. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of sit back, man, and watch how she moves. You know, like I said, you never do that. Because once you do that, you kind of, not only are you letting her off the hook, you're giving her power, man, that she does not deserve. And you're giving her power that she hasn't earned. You know, that's not a power that a woman's supposed to have. You know, you're not supposed to be, hey, can I be your man? You know, what are we? Are we in a relationship? You know, I want to be your, you know, all of that stuff, man. Like, nah, you know, we're not doing that. You know, and honestly, even at that point where, you know, you might want to ask a girl to marry you or something like that, man, I don't even like that. That whole getting down on one knee and all that garbage. Me personally, man, I'm not with it. You know, I didn't do it one time, and I'll let y'all know, man, I was engaged at one point, years back. And I asked her to marry me, right? But I didn't get down on her knee. None of that stuff, man. We were in a car talking, and then I kind of like popped the question, you know what I'm saying? So, and even then, I was not on no alpha, red pill. I wasn't really on none of that. And even in my mind, even then, I knew I didn't want to get down on no knee to be asking no girl, will you marry me? Will you be my wife? And none of that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not getting down on my knee to do that. You know, that's such a weak position. Like, I got to get down on my knee and pray to God that this girl will be my wife or my my wife, or she'll marry me. So I got to get out on my knee, and like, it's almost like you begging. Like, no, I'm not begging nothing. This is a two-way street. You know, you want to be with me just like I want to be with you. Like, I will ask you, you know, in that situation. It's nothing wrong with a guy asking a woman if he really feels that way, you know, will you marry me and nothing like that. But man, that whole getting down on the knee and all that nonsense, man, don't do that, man. If you ever get in that situation, don't do that. You know, you can stand on your feet like a man and ask a woman that, you know, or you can be sitting down, y'all both sitting down at a table, having a meal or something like that, and a guy can ask that. That whole getting down on a knee thing, man, I'm not digging it. So you heard it from me, Mr. ManCode himself. You ask a girl to marry you, if it gets to that point, man, please don't get down on one knee. Please, for me, please, man, don't do that. So yeah. All right, so back to the topic. I got on the whole marriage thing or whatever. You know, that was just a little tip, man, from me to you. So back to what we were talking about though, but like, you know, when it gets to the relationship part and you kind of want to maybe get into that with her, you can think it, but you don't say it. You let her say it. And I'm telling you, if you're with her long enough and y'all spending that much time, she's going to push for that. She's going to ask you, oh, you know, are we boyfriend and girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. And then you can kind of take it from there and be like, yeah, you know, that's cool. You know, you can be whatever, right? You know, I want to be with you, whatever. You know, that kind, but you don't bring that up. You know what I'm saying? None of that. You let her bring that up. And then it goes from there. So, man, just remember that. You know, a quick, you know, tip for y'all on this whole subject right here. You know, I ain't gonna hold you too long on this one. You know, we're gonna be pretty direct, straight to the point. So, you know, I was able to kick a little knowledge for you guys. And, you know, hopefully you can take this with you, man, and just implement it, you know, with the rest of the stuff that I'm giving you. You know, if you're able to do all this stuff, man, I'm giving you all this alpha male knowledge, putting you in the right mindset, you can be good to go, man. You can be able to deal with these women, and you're going to be able to deal with them on your terms and not their terms, you know. That's really what we're doing right here. That's why you got to be in the right mindset. So, with that, you know, like the video, leave a comment, you know, share the video too, man. Sharing the video is real important, man. Share it on your social media, anything you got, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Share the video, man. It's just as important as liking the video and leaving a comment. So if you can do that, man, I much appreciate it. So with that, you know what to do. Stay to the code, and I'm gone.